The Mystery of Courtney. Courtney was a Rasta man who lived a simple life in the hills of Jamaica. His dreadlocks, grey and weathered like the bark of an old tree, swayed gently as he moved. He had been alone for years since his beloved wife, Marva, drowned while crossing the river to sell her handmade baskets. Her loss left a void in his heart, and he retreated into solitude, finding solace in the rhythms of nature and the whispers of the wind. Courtney's left foot had always given him trouble, a bone problem that made walking a challenge. But he never complained. He would limp through the bush, past the towering guango trees, to the river where Marva had taken her last breath. It was his way of staying connected to her. One fateful day, Courtney was making his usual journey through the bush when chaos erupted. Unbeknownst to him, a landowner had set his dogs loose to catch thieves who had been cutting down trees on his property. The dogs, fierce and snarling, lunged at Courtney. Panicked, he ran, his bad foot dragging behind him. In his desperation, he didn't see the edge of the cliff until it was too late. He tumbled down, landing hard on his feet, with most of the impact on his already weak left foot. At first, Courtney felt no pain. He brushed off the fall, thinking it was just another hardship life had thrown his way. But 2 years later, the pain began, a deep, unrelenting ache that started in his foot and crept up his spine. The doctor's diagnosis was grim, a spinal injury with no cure, only painkillers to dull the suffering. Courtney accepted his fate with quiet resilience, continuing to live alone, tending to his small garden and listening to the reggae tunes that reminded him of happier times. One morning, a man named Desmond, who often passed by Courtney's yard and called out a cheerful, "Respect, Brother Courtney," noticed something unusual. The house was silent. The door was ajar, and the garden was overgrown. Desmond called out, but there was no response. He stepped inside and found the house empty, no sign of Courtney, no note, nothing. The villagers searched for him, scouring the bush, the river, and the cliffs, but Courtney was nowhere to be found. Some said he had gone to join Marva in the afterlife. Others believed he had wandered off, seeking a cure for his pain. A few even whispered that the spirits of the land had taken him, granting him peace at last. To this day, no one knows what became of Courtney. His disappearance remains a mystery, a story passed down through generations. Some say they still hear the faint strum of a guitar near the river, a melody that sounds like Courtney's voice, singing to Marva under the moonlit sky. And in the quiet moments, when the wind rustles through the guango trees, it's as if Courtney is still there, watching over the land he loved. Respect, Brother Courtney. Wherever you are.